Elara had spent her entire life in the confines of the tiny town of Arden, nestled amidst rolling hills and verdant meadows. The boundaries of her world were determined by the blue sky above and the unchanging routine below. To the rest of the world, it seemed Elara had found her place. To herself, she felt a restlessness, an insatiable curiosity burning within her. One day, Elara received a letter. It was from her grandmother's attorney, revealing a little-known fact. Her late grandmother had been an adventurer. Her explorations weren't the kind that filled museum displays or history books, but rather of the more personal kind, journeys of self-discovery. Along with the letter came an inheritance, a key to an old, dusty attic. Elara, intrigued, climbed the narrow, winding stairs to her grandmother's attic. What awaited her was a trove of her grandmother's mementos, photographs from across the globe, vibrant fabrics, aged books, and a worn-out leather-bound journal. In the first entry of the journal, her grandmother wrote, "Life is a journey, not of miles, but of the mind. Each step forward is a step inward, towards knowing oneself." Elara spent hours, days, and weeks devouring the wisdom in those pages. The tales told of her grandmother's personal triumphs and tribulations, her encounters with diverse cultures, and her musings on life. Through those narratives, Elara experienced a world beyond Arden, but more importantly, she discovered her grandmother's profound understanding of herself. She realized her life had been guided by external expectations, never stopping to listen to her inner voice. That restlessness she'd always felt was her yearning for more than the boundaries of Arden. It was a thirst for self-discovery. The gift from her grandmother became a mirror, reflecting back the image of a woman who dared to be herself, to go beyond the limits of her physical world and to explore the depth of her own being. Elara decided to follow in her grandmother's footsteps, not just by traveling the world, but by embarking on her own journey of self-discovery. She packed a small bag and began her Inward Odyssey. She took every opportunity to immerse herself in unfamiliar cultures, to conquer her fears, to learn, to grow, and to reflect. With every journey she embarked on, she discovered a part of herself that had remained hidden, like a pearl in an oyster shell. She found herself in the colors of the sunrise, in the rhythm of tribal music, in the eyes of the people she met, and in the silence of the nights under the starlit skies. Her travels were a continuous dialogue between her and her soul. The world became her classroom, and she, a student of life. Years later, Elara was a transformed woman when she returned to Arden. Her eyes held a depth of understanding, her heart radiated an infectious joy, and her soul was a mosaic of experiences that had molded her. She had not only traversed continents, but she had also journeyed within herself, finding her authentic voice along the way. In the end, Elara realized the most important journey was not out there in the world, but inside herself. Her grandmother's journal had set her on this path, her experiences had guided her, and her courage to explore had revealed her to herself. Her Inward Odyssey had gifted her the greatest treasure, self-discovery. In the words of her grandmother, each step forward is a step inward. Elara had not only stepped forward, she had ventured inward, unearthing a world within her that was as vast and as magnificent as the one outside. Thanks for watching!